Watch your clock. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another player rating stream where we deep dive into, I say deep dive, we'll deep dive as much as we can or much as we want to into the ins and outs, the performances, either good or bad, mostly bad, towards the end of this Chelsea side following our 2-0 defeat at home for the third game in a row in the league against the mighty Bees, the mighty Brentford. We've done it again. We've done it again. Before we start, please do like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss a future stream, future bit of content. My review has also just gone up, so if I miss anything, I probably covered it there. But Jeezy peeps, it's not really what I was expecting, to be honest. I really wasn't expecting quite the disaster class. I thought I was really quite correct with my prediction coming into the game. The first 30 minutes would have you believe so anyway. It certainly would indeed. But Chelsea, I mean, coming into the second half were just absolutely terrible, were we not? We were just so bad. And we were made to pay. We were made to pay once again. Where the aggression, where the intensity, where the determination and the desire that these these players had in the first half was in the second half. I'm bewildered. I'm bamboozled. I am totally and utterly confused as to how we let that slip quite as bad as we did. Obviously, the overall scoreline wasn't reflective of the performance. They certainly weren't 2-0. They were categorically, technically, they were 2-0 victory, 2-0 winners over this club. But nevertheless, a win is a win for them. A loss is a loss for us. And there is no passion. There is no vision. There is no aggression. Yeah, I'm just... it's not that I'm disappointed. If you're a Chelsea fan and you're disappointed with this team at this point, I don't know what to tell you. You must be really new to the world of football, the world of Chelsea Football Club. Nonetheless, this isn't disappointment. This is disgust. This is frustration. This is beyond a joke, quite honestly, with this team. I don't quite understand where the lack of desire, the lack of passion, the lack of intensity came in the second half, or why it came. We are really now in trouble coming out of this week's fixtures, because, and we'll get onto the player ratings in just a second, but if Nottingham Forest, if Wolves win, Fulham win, and Forest win, we could be as low as 16th after today's game. We really could. We really could. Is that going to happen? Probably not. But at the same time, it's just a telltale sign that, listen, before this game, this time last season, we were in 8th place. 8th place, 3 points better off. We had an absolute stinker last season, but we were better off this time last season than we were, than we are now. It's ridiculous. If you want to make sure or guarantee your comments are read out loud, then by all means, take advantage of the super chat feature. If you would like to help support the channel even more so than a like or a subscription, then please do hit the link in the pinned comment where you can become a member of the channel and help me out during these trying times of Chelsea despair. Up to you. You know, it is what it is. Sanchez, again, I'm going to be fair. I'm not going to go into this with emotion as much as, you know, we've already done the zeros here and there and everything else. But listen, let me get the correct font. Even if it probably isn't that one, to be fair. It might be. I don't know. I've lost the plot. Lemon. It's lemon. Lemon. Bold. There we go. Oh, what a day, eh? What a day. What an early start. At least I'm not Alex Goldberg, eh? Who had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch that utter shite. But we move. We move. I'm not going to give him a 0. I'm not going to give him a 0. I want to try and get as technical, as factual as we can. Alex was saying one load of shite where he was like, well, it's the end of the game. It's the end of the game. He might as well go up. Yeah. If there's 30 seconds and they can't run the length of the pitch and that's the final whistle, I'm going to start at a 2.5. There's no reason Sanchez should be up. Sanchez deserves a 5. I agree. Maybe a 4.5 in that case. He just pissed me off. There's no way. There's no chance Sanchez comes up that early. Do you know what I mean? I know there's a minute and a half left and whatever. Players do it all the time. You don't usually see them come up that early. That early. 30 seconds left where they haven't got a chance to run the rest of the length of the pitch. And then throughout the game, he had us on fucking strings, didn't he? He had us a bit on strings in terms of, you know, getting closed down at the last second and all that. You just saw him. You could just see him giving the ball away at any given moment. And for that, 4.5, I think is more than okay. Cucurella, frustrating at times, but overall, I don't know. This one's going to have to go to the polls, I think. So the polls are opening already. And in the meantime, once you put your vote in, please do hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. But we'll start with 5, 5.5, 6, and 6.5. There we go. Because it wasn't a disaster for every player, let's be honest. But at the same time, it's not as high a rating as it could have been for players given the result. Because, I mean, it's just... Factually, there were players who were good in the first half, and in the second half, you just barely even saw them. And if you did, they were absolute shite. So... There we go. A 6 for Marc Cucurella. Fair enough. I agree. We'll go straight on to the right back. Disasi. What are we saying there? Thought he was all right down the right back. He looked decent down that right-hand side. But again, I think it was mentioned in the watch-along. You would be remiss in thinking that you were going to get any sort of overlapping run play from the likes of Disasi, who is predominantly, obviously, in the centre rather than anything that of a fullback. Disasi. We'll start at 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5. Get your votes in. Keep hitting the like button. And sooner we get started, sooner we get this over and done with, the sooner we can get on with our weekend, eh? But it is just a matter of... it's a lack of confidence for some reason. We just look so good. We looked so good. I cannot... I mean, you can say you don't understand until you're blue in the face every single game we lose when you're like, I just don't get how he threw it away. But it happens so frequently, does it not? It happens so frequently in this side that we just butcher it. After looking so good, it is beyond me that we look so bad by the end of the game. And, you know, excuse me for supporting my club until the very end of the game, by the way, getting ridiculed in the watch-along for getting excited at chances or thinking that there was a possibility we might get a goal back. But, you know, to each their own. Levi Colwill, probably, you know... one of the stronger defenders in the team. We'll start at a 6, but we'll go straight back to the poll for this one. It's a poll-heavy player ratings today. 5.5 on the low end, 6, 6.5, and 7 for Levi Colwill. Get your votes in. The live polls are now up. As I get myself an Agua con gas in my system. Oh, that is crisp. That is a crisp boy. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. And as rightly predicted, or as rightly assessed by myself, at least according to you guys, a 6 is that of Levi Colwill. Had his moments. He got nutmegged really badly at one point, though, if I'm not mistaken. Nearly ended up in a goal, but I think they were offside at the end. Thiago Silva. More or less the same kind of performance. He looked very disappointed when the first goal went in. Looking at it, it wasn't really much he could do. It's more of a Disassi and Madueke disaster class at that back post. Again, beaten at the back post like we were against Arsenal. I would probably go about the same, to be honest with you. Maybe, what's your word choice there? Crisp boy. It is a crisp boy. Get your mind out the gutter. Thiago Silva. Start with a 5.5 again. 6, 6.5, and a 7 for Mr. Thiago Silva. Oh, Thiago Silva! I can't remember the last time I sang that. There's not much to sing about with Chelsea these days, is there, really? Let's be honest. We thought there would be. We thought there would be. We're going to get beat by Spurs, but worried about the other team. But I'm worried about the other teams. Yeah, Spurs is going to be a tricky old game. I'm honestly not that confident now going into the Blackburn game. I mean, we conceded to fucking Wimbledon, for Christ's sake. Like, it's not going to be a walk in the park for us, to say the least. It is what it is. Right. 6.5 for Thiago Silva. No, we're going to beat them, not get beat by them. What did you say? I didn't even see what you said. What did you say? We're going to beat Spurs, but I'm worried about the other teams. Oh, I see. I see. Well, I like your optimism. I always fancy our chances against Spurs, but I do feel like this Spurs is a bit of a different breed, a different animal with Ange Postecoglou, or whatever, however you say his name. I don't know. I'll see how my confidence fares closer to the time. Arjun Philip, thank you for subscribing, but I will wait until sooner to the time. Do you know what I mean? I will wait until closer to the time. How long is the stream going to be? I mean, until we're done, really. I'm not going to bother doing, substitutions or anything like that because none of them really got involved too much. Maatson had an all right performance, but nothing fantastic. Do you know what I mean? I just want to get some air. Just want to go outside, go for a walk, do something, get out the house. After that, I mean, they just drive me to drink, but I'm not gonna do it today. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, Maatson wasn't great. I'll take it back. He's just one of those players again where I just think, just fucking cross the ball, just cross the ball, man. Moises Caicedo, I think, was lucky to stay on the pitch. If I'm completely honest. I'll start with a 5.5 as well. 6.5, 6, and I'll even go as high as saying he can possibly get a 7. But personally, I'll go with a 6 for Moises Caicedo. Ange Postecoglou, was it? Perfect pronunciation. Thank you very much. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. And again, it's Poch o'clock. Hey, yes! Poch o'clock. He's done it again. He's done it again. We're absolutely mudded. One step forward, two steps back. As ever, the theme at this stupid fucking club. As of late, over the last year and a half or so, maybe even 2 years, to be honest with you, we are just one of those teams where it's just never going to end well. It's just never going to end well. The belief that I had, I've even looked at my preview for this game. I labelled it easy 3 points. I mean, God forbid I have any confidence when we've won 3 games, drawn 1 against Arsenal, and coming into a game against a Brentford side that haven't won in 6 games, but beat Burnley 3-0. And, you know, fucking, God forbid I have some confidence that we might actually come out with a good result for a change. Jeezy peeps. Who is this for? Was this for Caicedo? 5.5 for Moises Caicedo. As we move on to Conor Gallagher, who I thought was pretty good. Pretty good. I know I've got to get a thing for Pochettino, to be honest with you, so we can rate him. Get a picture of him. Conor Gallagher, I felt like died off into the second half monumentally compared to his performance in the first half. Never gave up, though. Never give in. Never give up. He, frankly, he's got to be the same, if not more, as Moises Caicedo. Let's be fucking honest. There we go. Poll is up for Gallagher. Harry, whenever you're happy in your match preview thumbnails, we always lose. I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. You are absolutely not wrong. I think it's a bit cursed, to be honest with you. Very cursed indeed that it is the way that it is, unfortunately. I think there is actually a record on my channel that, yes, previews, if I'm smiling, if I'm happy, if I'm predicting a win, like a guaranteed win, I think we've gone on to lose every single time. This season, I mean. 6.5 for Conor Gallagher, Gal Dog. As we move on to the star boy that is Cole Palmer. Absolutely fucking phenomenal performance from him. There's only so much he can do. Do you know what I mean? There's only so much he can do. I'm going to go. But have a great stream if you can after this performance. X-Master, thank you. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. I don't blame you. All the best. Have a good one. I am going to start off... Yeah, 1 win in 20, did you say? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna give him the benefit, not the benefit of the doubt, but I'm gonna start him quite high, to be honest with you. 7.5. 8 or 8.5. I mean, first 30 minutes, much like the rest of the team, Cole Palmer set the pace for the rest of the team. And they matched him for a bit, and then it kind of just died off, didn't it? But he is absolutely our best player at the moment. Without a shadow of a doubt, he is incredibly good. Please like the stream. Massively appreciate it if you do so. Only 31 likes, but over 80 of you in the stream. So please do give it a like. It massively helps me. Subscribe while you're at it and hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. We've got another game coming up soon against the mighty Blackburn Rovers, where I am not too confident that we're going to get a result there, but we will have to wait and see. It's a tight one. It is a tight one at the moment. And we'll end it there. And an 8. An 8 for undeniably the man of the match for Chelsea in today's game. We will give him the golden number. Not for the first time, certainly not for the last. We'll go on to Raheem Sterling, who continues to get on my tits week in, week out. He has his moments. He has his blocking out the haters moments where he just shows everyone wrong. And then for another few weeks, he's shite. But then he'll bag a few goals again or get an assist. And then he goes back to being shite again. And then he gets another goal and then he's shit again. And fucking get some consistency. Jesus Christ. My God. We'll get on to Jackson in a second. Jesus. Give me a chance. Sterling, I'm seeing 3s, 4s, 5s. I think I'll start at a 3.5, to be honest with you. Sterling, 3.5, 4, 4.5, and 5. There's no way he's higher than a 5. There's no fucking chance he's higher than a 5. Big booty Raheem, 4 out of 10, +1 for them juicy cheeks again, says the ever suspect Sean in the chat. Big up yourself. Minus infinity, him and Jackson. And there we go. I don't think anyone's getting to beat that, but a 3.5, not ET. What's going on there? 3.5 and fucking get away with that. You're going red, to be honest with you. A red for Raheem Sterling. I think if you're under a 4, that's got to be a red, no? Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke. Not Noni Madueke, as I was told many a time. It's not Noni, it's Noni. Noni Madueke, I feel like very much so, was one of the main players who matched the energy of that of Cole Palmer in the first half. However, in the second half, he kind of fell off quite drastically, did he not? It's my fault that we lost. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I've got to stop being so positive or putting jinxes on the team and all that. You know, it's whenever I say something. Oh, Harry said that the ball hasn't gone in their half for the last 30 minutes. So obviously that's going to happen again. And then lo and behold, it went and did just that. So maybe I am God. Who knows? 4.5, 5, and a 5.5. I don't think I can give him any more than a 6, but I don't think he's any less than a 4.5, to be honest with you. He wasn't better than Jackson. He had a brilliant shot in the first half, but, I mean, it's hit the bar. So, you know, it didn't go in. It didn't go in. Ah, man. Just painful, isn't it? Just truly painful. The life of a Chelsea fan. We'll get to 25 votes. Or just over 20 votes. It doesn't want to change now. It's between 4.5 and 5. Fault for the first goal? Yeah. Bad tracking back. I mean, Disasi was also to blame for that. What did we give Disasi, by the way? A 4. He can get a red. It's going to look a bit bad, actually, is it not? Let's just stick to greens, actually. I've noticed a little bit of a pattern in my ratings that does not correlate at all. But those that sort of briefly look at the ratings might think that I have a bit of an agenda, which is absolutely not the case. We'll go 4.5 for Madueke. I think that's a bit harsh, but also, yeah, you're absolutely right. He did constitute to... He did contribute rather to the bad goal that they scored in the first half. Or sorry, their first goal that they scored in the second half. Jackson. Annoying when holding up play. Very bad at passing the ball when he needs to pass the ball. He's got the pace, he's got the power, he's got the strength to get through at times, but it's always a little bit too little too late with him. I do still slyly have a bit of confidence in him to pull it together, to get something in a Chelsea shirt in this season. A lot of people disagree. That's your opinion. I think I'm holding out hope for him. He shows glimmers of class. There are also moments where he looks like absolute shit. So it is what it is. I'm not going to go in 0.5s. I'm merely going to go in 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go in numbers. So a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5. Get your votes in now. Last chance, really, to smash the like button. Beat the fuck out of it. Take your aggression out on that like button and also my subscribe button. It would be massively appreciated as we draw ever closer to the end of this, the 10th player ratings stream of the season. If I've done it for every game. I don't think I have, actually. That could be a big, bold-faced lie. But plenty more to come this season. I'm sure it's going to get a lot more intense throughout the season when I mean, it's still early days, so I'm not getting too agitated. But all the same, we need to get a fucking grip because, I mean, like I said, we could be as low as 16th after today or after this weekend. If the right teams win, we could be fucked. You know, so... and with that, a 2 rating for Nicholas Jackson, who I don't even think had a terrible game. He just did fuck all, didn't he? He just did nothing. I can't wait until game week 29 and Harry is on the beer screaming and shouting at Sanchez. It's very likely. It's very, very likely. I'm trying to hold off because I know that... darker days are ahead of us, potentially. So, you know. Where's the manager rating picture? I'll get that for the next one. I will. I promise you. But I will... I'll say a 5.5. A 5.5 for Maurizio Pochettino. I think the substitutions were a bit The bench itself was a bit And... yeah, just decision-making again. A little bit dicey. But then again, we were missing Enzo Fernandez. We were missing Mikhail Mudryk. It is what it is. Yeah, difficult games ahead. Blackburn, the biggest of them all, obviously. We also have Tottenham coming up. We've got Man City. We've got Man United. We've got Newcastle. We've got Brighton. It's an absolute shambles of a run of games, and losing to Brentford in the run up to those games is never going to be a good sign. Let's be honest. If we lose every single game leading up to Christmas, it wouldn't surprise me. But I'm confident that we can get some results, but not confident that we can come out of this unscathed. Do you know what I mean? So. I wouldn't actually be surprised if we lost to Blackburn. Neither would I. I really don't. I'm not even joking when I say that's going to be one of the dicier games, because I do see that. I do think that we're going to be in a little bit of trouble against a Blackburn side that are going to be really pushing us. The FA Cup holds many mysteries, holds many freak results. It is what it is. We'll see. Until then. My preview will be up on Tuesday. The stream will be on the Byline on Wednesday. That's where you can catch me. I'll be doing a FIFA stream on Monday. And maybe on Tuesday. We'll see. But all the same, I mean, probably I will be, actually. Career mode and maybe some Ultimate Team. Who knows? Until then, stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend if you can. My name is Harry, up the Chelsea. Please do like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. See you later. Goodbye. What a fucking shambles this team is. It's Punch a Clock.